My name is Jay Harvard. I'm from Atlanta, but people get iffy about saying that, so I'm from Cobb County, born and raised Austell, yeah.
When did you know you wanted to be an artist?
I knew I wanted to be a writer. I wouldn't say I knew I wanted to be an artist, but I knew at a very young age I wrote poetry. I guess when I made the switch to music, I was a little older to understand, so maybe 11, 12. I knew I wanted to go the music route of actually being an artist.
Describe your music in 3 words.
3 words, hype, relatable, sauce.
What comes first, the melody, the beat, or the lyrics for you?
The beat. That's the first thing you hear, and then the rest comes with it, yeah.
What's your creative process when it comes to creating your music?
I have to be isolated. I think that's number one. I'm usually just sitting in the house. And like I said, it's the first thing, so it's the beat. So I'll go through, listen to beats. I can know the first 5 minutes, the first 5 seconds if I like the beat or not. So it's the beat. And then just writing, and writing really is just it may have been something that happened that day or the week before. So just sitting on things I actually experienced. But it's a long process. I can start and hit a wall, and I'll just say, forget it. And I'll come back to it maybe a week later. So it's just a process. I try not to force it. So yeah, it takes time.
Who are some of your dream producers that you would love to work with, and why?
Dream producers. Man, I think Timbaland is a big one, and I think that's just the era of just growing up. Timbaland was just very major when it came to Missy Elliott, Aaliyah, Justin Timberlake. That was just the main, production that we heard. What other? Jazzy Faye. Jazzy Faye is another major one. Again, that's just the era we came up in, especially in Atlanta. I could think of great producers, but I think those are probably 2 of my major, I want to work with them kind of thing, yeah.
You could ask a question to your musical icon, what would it be? Actually, who is it? What would it be?
My musical icon. It's I have 2, and it's hard for me to choose. But we're going full, just total package. Who is? Okay, it's weird. It's a little weird because it's Mariah Carey. I know, that's why I was it's weird. It's weird. But what would I ask her? Man, I have no idea. I'll probably freak out at first. Number one, I don't know. I guess just really what her creative process, honestly. I guess that intrigues me, but what is her creative process? I really don't know. I would probably freak out 9 times out of 10 and just forget to ask her anything, freeze up.
What's your favorite song from your album?
My favorite record that I have out is called Wonderland, and it's just crazy. I think just from the energy, I love performing it. I love giving that energy. It was one of my first records that I released that people actually attracted to, that I got feedback instead of forcing people, listen to that, they just automatically listened to it, they were kind of vibing with it. That's my favorite record I released by far. And off the upcoming album, a new single I released called Mood, that's one of my favorites too. I think it's more relatable, and that's why people are attracted to it.
I heard that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed. I can identify with a lot of the things that you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dope song. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Musical inspiration, just day to day. Again, what I go through. If it's on love, or if it's a turn up, or I don't know. It's just that is my inspiration, my day to day, and I think that's important because that's how you relate to people. When I did Mood, I was really in a mood. So it's just that's where the inspiration for that record came from, and people relate to it, like you said. So it's just day to day life. Keep the music real. Yeah.
All right. So what advice would you give to an inspiring artist like yourself?
Just keep going. Be true to yourself. I think somebody gave me the advice of, if you like what you're doing, just that should be the reason why you're doing it, and keep going. And eventually, if you're creating great content, people are gonna eventually listen to it. So, just don't give up. It's real easy to give up as an indie artist because it is tough, so, yeah.
How would you describe your writing style?
My writing style, I'm very structured. when it comes to writing. And I think that goes to being a musician as well. Like I play instruments, I was in a band, and that's all very structured. So, you know, looking at it as far as intro, you know, having the hooks, maybe a bridge, like it's just very structured. I always write out the hook first and the rest kind of falls along with it. But I'm a very structured writer, yeah.
What challenges have you faced as being a female artist?
I guess it's just like I saw somebody post the other day, like he was looking for a female artist to sign, but everyone that he worked with just had an attitude, was hard to work with, like, so it's like it's already being prejudged, you know, of that notion, like I think that just sucks, like, you know, like you not even really giving everyone a chance, but that's really the biggest thing of just not being on the same playing field. Like it's like we're less than, or won't put in as much effort, or will make it difficult. Like I think that's the worst. So people really not even giving you that chance because they already have that in the back of their head. Like that's kind of the major thing.
Everybody know my song, I'll be hearing them sing, and I'm rockin' gold like I've never know today. Worry about the bills.